Hello, everyone. My name is Matti McLean. I'm a Canadian Eurovision, and today we are going back to the American Song Contest because why not? So, what we're going to do today is we are going to rank the songs in episode number 2, which happened, and we will add them to the songs in number 1 and see how I feel about everything 1 week later. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with in this episode. I'll just go from the beginning where they started and then go from there. So, number 1 to play today was Courtship with $1,000,000 Smoothies, and it was okay. I really don't know why anyone would choose this song to represent them. It's fine, I guess, but it's not great. I wasn't a huge fan of it by any means, but yeah, I guess it was a choice. It was very low indie key funk with not a lot of hooks in it. So yeah, and then there was another country song, Joan April, Montana, good old Montana. Um, Nothing really to say about this one either. I preferred Courtship because at least it was interesting sonically, but Fired Up just kind of happened. I wasn't a huge fan. Who was better was Green Light. Anissa, I would say that she's in the good category right now. I was really impressed with her, especially the staging at the beginning, where they had the lasers and the smoke machine, and everything looked really cool and professional. You could really feel like she'd been watching Eurovision for a while, even if she hasn't. Someone has. Someone looked at that and was just like, "Yes, this is the thing." So, yeah, props to her. Did a good job. I was actually really looking forward to Jocelyn after seeing her postcard, but after hearing her song, like it wasn't very strong at all. I wasn't overly impressed. I wasn't crazy about it. So I'm curious to know what the judges thought of her, but I definitely think she rides middle of the pack right now. I don't think that that's quite what I was looking for here. And yeah, I don't think that it will go very much further than this, but let's see what happens. Next up, we have Cruise Rock Virgin Islands with Celebrando. And honestly, I feel like this I would have preferred more if Loco hadn't been really good. As it stands now, it's kind of also in the okay position. Um, I don't really remember it. Whenever I think back to it, I always end up thinking of Loco, which is never a good sign when your song reminds me of another song that I prefer. And whatever, it is what it is. Jordan Smith, he was Kentucky representative, did the voice before, and he was the choice with Sparrow, so he's actually going to go through the semifinals automatically. I thought it was okay. He's definitely talented. Yeah, it was fine. I don't really think there was a lot to say about it other than it was fine. It was good enough. Um, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. North Dakota, Chloe Frederick can't make you. I think this was probably like one of my two choices, which I wasn't expecting to be. But yeah, I think for me, the top three other ones that I would send are fairly obvious because Broderick Jones, I went in having heard the song before and not really being impressed, but they really brought it to life with the staging of it, just with the whole moon, which I'd never seen before, and then the shooting stars in the background, and then as like the dancing came on, and then the song picked up, it was really good. I would say that's probably my choice. Like those two and Anissa are probably my choices for going through, especially when you consider the other ones are just kind of okay. Like Almira, I don't think I hate it. I didn't hate it. I'm gonna put this on par with Courtship, but maybe a little bit behind because it does sound a bit more familiar, whereas Courtship at least has something to differentiate it. So yeah, a lot of my concern with the American Song Contest, which is kind of what's coming true, is that I was really worried that there would be just too much country music. And there's not too much, but there's definitely like a heavy country music presence, which is unavoidable. But yeah, especially with King Coyote, Maine, Get Out Alive, I really thought this was a boring song. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just don't know why they decided to do this as a thing. But like, I cannot express how much I hated Macy Gray's song. Like, I didn't understand what she was going for. I don't understand why she's there. I especially, that she was probably getting like preferential treatment because she's essentially disappeared throughout the whole show, only comes out at the end, looks like a diva, which I say with all respect to divas out there, but like just didn't look like she was there to have fun, didn't look like she wanted to be there, wasn't interacting with the other contestants. It left a sour taste in my mouth. So I would say at least Michael Bolton was there and being present with the other contestants. I feel like Macy Gray here was just there and not really even doing anything. So yeah, this was kind of how I saw episode 2 playing out. This is where, well, we'll see what happens next week, but yeah, I hope that these are the 3 that they choose to go through along with Jordan Smith. I I think that there's a pretty big divide between, you know what, I'll move Jordan Smith up to good. Why not? He's already in there anyway. We know where he is. But like I feel like there's a pretty big divide between what we saw and what we know is coming. So take that for what you will. Pardon my sneeze. All right, now we have all of the songs in the American Song Contest so far, and I'm going to do this every week. So, yeah, I get to kind of fill in the ones that I just did. So, Jordan Smith was okay. Broderick was good. Chloe was good. Jocelyn was okay. Courtship was okay. Jonah was okay. Anissa was good. Did I accidentally line them up exactly as they were? Probably not, but that's okay. They don't need to be exact. I mean, I'm making this list, so I can choose, right? All right, so last week, adding in the new ones, what we can do here is I can now kind of go through and see which ones I remember. And one thing that I do is that when I listen to songs, over time, my feelings on them will change, which is the same with everybody. But if you can remember a song, then it's usually a sign of a better song. And Ready to Go, I remember. I don't think it's good yet, but I do think it's better than a lot of things that were presented this week. I do still feel like Alexa is a top contender. I still feel like Kelsey Lamb. I actually feel like she should have gone through. I don't think Michael Bolton should have been there. I still think he's down here. Definitely better than Macy Gray, though. Yeah, he was just so lost and confused. Even today, like they called his name, and then 5 seconds later, he's just like, "Oh, it's me." And I'm just like, "Oh no, Michael, no." UG Skywalking, still hate it, but I think I hate it less than Michael Bolton and Macy Gray. Loco's still great. Gonna keep that up there. Elizabeth Van Presley with Woman. I would say that's Wonder. It's the woman song Wonder. I would actually prefer Yam House, I think. Jake O Feel Your Love. I still think this is good. I remember this song, which helps. Keon Star as well. I feel like a lot of the songs that were kind of okay last week are better than a lot of the songs that they presented this week. So yeah, we'll see what happens next. New Boot Goofin, I think I have settled upon. I just don't know. Not for me. Not good. Don't like. Take away. So we'll see what happens next with it. And then Houston held on too long. I still think it's in my good range. Don't think it's in my great range, but yeah, this is about where I would settle on everything. So I think the best song of the contest so far is the Can't Make You Love Me one. And yeah, from there we will see what happens next week. So yeah, thank you. Once again, my name is Matti McLean. I'm Canadian Eurovision. You can find me online at the Big Shabam with an I, and find my clothing on onesheetgeek.com. So if you like my stuff, if you like my paintings, feel free to check it out there. All right, thanks for watching.